y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is KT, and we just gonna go right ahead and get into it. Actually, no, we're not gonna get into it yet. This is a disclaimer, okay? You see the title, so obviously I'm gonna let y'all in my business just a little, but don't think you know me for real. Where do I even want to start this story off at? Well, start with some skin prep. How about that? This is how I found out my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me. Okay, so basically, me and this guy, we were talking for a little minute, and you know, we had a little issues here and there, but nothing major. And you know, things were serious. Well, I'm not even gonna say they were serious to me, because they were serious. I just wasn't being taken serious, I guess. Your intuition, don't ignore your intuition, because really that's what it was for me. Like, as soon as it started, I was like, something's off, something's weird. But like, I try not to make any moves or anything without any evidence. Try not to make any assumptions or anything like that, because like, you know, that's not healthy for a relationship. So yeah, I felt something was off, and like, I would make little comments like, I feel like you have something to tell me, or like, something's off, or I feel like you're hiding something from me. Like, you know, just trying to give him the opportunity to own up to it. Just give him the opportunity to let me know what it is and what it ain't himself. But mind you, we were in a relationship, so never delusional. But yeah, I have been hearing little comments on campus like, oh, I think he's talking to so-and-so, or they've been like real close lately. But I'm like, no, you know, he told me they just cool, you know. Dumb. I wouldn't even say dumb, just trusting. And I shouldn't have been. You know, the rumors were going on, and it wasn't even anything like for real. It was just like, oh, I think they're talking, or they're messing around, or whatever. But like I said, I would ask him, I would confront him about it, and he'd just be like, no, we're just friends. I'm like, okay, you know, they ain't saying this for nothing. He's like, no, you know, people talk. Because at the time, you know, it's getting y'all in my business or whatever, we were both newly introduced to Greek life. With that, obviously there's drama, just because, I mean, you're Greek, and it's, especially at an HBCU campus, it's a different, I don't want to say social status, because me personally, I don't feel like this makes me any different for real, but people look at it differently. Like, you know, well, y'all got my hair done. People look at it differently, and it makes you, I guess, popular. I don't listen, like I said, it doesn't mean anything to me personally, but to some people it does. Like, it does change who they are. I would ask him about it, he'd just be like, no, we're just friends, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, like, they're not just saying this for no reason. Like, something's giving them a reason to talk, whatever, you know. But I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna let it go. I ain't gonna keep bringing it up. I'm not gonna keep stressing myself out about the same thing. And I even told him, I was like, look, if you mess with it, you do. If you don't, shit don't. It really don't matter to me, because I mean, I'm that girl. If you don't want to appreciate that girl, that's on you, baby. The end of the semester was reaching, and honestly, it was just so much. Like I told y'all in my last video, I had a lot going on this semester. Like, it was just a whole lot. So I'm going in with my Tarte Deep Honey. This is the one that's the closest to my skin tone. I'm gonna apply that on the top part of my brows, and then, you know, just do some color correcting. Back to the story. So, and if y'all are watching, you ain't gotta worry about me name dropping you, because this is not about you. This is about me. So anyway, yeah, so the end of the semester is reaching, you know. We're arguing a lot more, because I just keep hearing stuff. I'm like, bro, like, I'm not dumb. And it's like, I know that you're lying to me, but my problem is, I think I be waiting to see if they gonna own up to it and tell me the truth themselves. Ladies, listen, they are not. So I'm like, all right, you know. And like I said, we was arguing a lot. Like, I'm like, you are stressing me out. And I even asked him to the point, I'm like, do you want to be single? He said no. I'm like, are you sure? Because there's the door, bitch. You can go. I will be okay. Like, come on now. It's me, it's my life. Like, my life is not gonna revolve around somebody else. Like, this is my life. My life revolves around me. Waiting and waiting, and I didn't get nowhere. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna just wait. I'm like, you know, we finna go home, and we're both in the same city. It's just too much being on campus right now. Maybe it'll be better once we get home. And I'm not even like finna get into bashing either party, because like, ain't no point. I'm over it. It happened months ago, and I let it go. And I'm also going to talk about me healing and all that too, so y'all can really like understand, like, this is not about them. This is about you and how you should handle your own situations. I'm packing up my stuff, because obviously I go to school in Mississippi and I live in Chicago, so this stuff got to go in storage, because I was flying back, and who is gonna put all that on a plane? Like, it was just too much, and I'm gonna come right back. So I'm packing up my stuff to take to storage, and I'm like, hey babe, can you like help me take my stuff or whatever? So he's like, yeah. And we packed the car up, took some of my stuff. But while we're on the way there, you see, this was the confirmation for me right here. We're on the way there. You know how people had a Bluetooth connect to that car and they playing the music or whatever. His phone started ringing, and none of the calls that he would get would, like, the contact will pop up because of the way his car was set up. But like, I knew, I literally knew. I'm like, so she had called him. He rejected the call so fast. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm like, I just laugh a little bit. I'm like, it's cool. So he had to go do something. He couldn't help me move the rest of my stuff in. So I called my friend. This friend is very important. Remember this friend. Sitting here in his car, I'm just like, he cannot be serious. And it's like, I knew exactly who it was because of where she's from, and I saw the area code pop up. And I'm like, okay. Real funny, sir. Real funny. But once again, I didn't say anything because I wanted him to be a man and tell me out of his mouth. Honey, let me tell you, it did not happen. It didn't happen. I didn't even ask who was calling. I already knew who. I don't care. I call my friend. I'm like, are you busy right now? He's like, no, what's up? I'm like, can you help me take some of the stuff to storage? Because it was a party that night. I'm trying to hurry up because it was the last party I had went to before. Yeah, it was the last party before graduation. Okay. Ooh, telling y'all my business. Yeah, last party before graduation. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to hurry up. And then I still have to get dressed and everything. So I'm like, are you busy right now? Like, can you come help me take my stuff to storage? And he was like, yeah, I can help you. Like, you know, just give me like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay, bet. So I'm talking to my roommate, and I'm like, girl, like, I didn't tell nobody what was going on because, like, first of all, it's embarrassing. Like, I'm not gonna tell y'all. Like, no. I didn't tell nobody. But I'm just talking to her and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know, things ain't been going right, girl. I gotta look good. Like, he trying to play. I'm gonna make him mad. Cause you know, when you look good, they behave. He comes and no. First, before I left, she's like, yeah, you know, you gotta look good. Blah blah blah. We gotta pick your outfit out. I'm like, yeah, we gotta go. Like, what am I wearing? So I wore my real cute poster girl outfit. I didn't take no pictures this night, nothing, like a goofy. But anyway, I wore my poster girl outfit. It was so cute, and I got lit that night. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just have fun. I was like, this is one of the last times I'm doing my line sisters. I'm like, I'm just gonna have fun. Well, you know, my line sisters that were graduated, let me say that. So it's like, I just want to have fun tonight. So yeah, so he comes, and this was really my first time even like really talking to him for real, because like, yeah, we would talk on the phone and stuff, but I wasn't really linking with people on campus for real because I was busy, and I was really with my line sisters most of the time, like pretty much 24/7 when I wasn't with my friends. So, or that boy, he comes and we load up his car or whatever, and he was like, is this everything? And I'm like, this is all I'm gonna take right now because, you know, I gotta get back so I can get dressed and stuff. He's like, all right, cool. When I asked him, I'm like, are you going to the party tonight? He was like, I don't know, I gotta see what my friends are doing, we'll see. And mind you, this friend, he was also graduating the following morning, so I was like, you know, I understand if you're not going out because you gotta be up early and on time for your graduation. I mean, I could be late, I'm not graduating, baby, I'm going to sit in the crowd. So we go, we take stuff to my storage. You know, he's cool, real cool guy. Go back. So I get back, I'm like, oh yeah girl, come on, let's hurry up. My line sister said she can get us in, and she's like, okay. So her and her line sister, we all, it's the three of us, we in the room, like we getting ready or whatever. And yeah, so back to this friend. This is very, 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 very important. I never told my friend who my boyfriend was. Okay, just remember that. Yeah, the party, I got really, really lit, and it was a real cool night. We had gotten to an argument at the club. Yeah, I guess you call it a club that night, and I blocked his number because I was lit and I was mad. So I was like, you know what, I'm cool, I'm gonna have me a good time, I ain't worried about nobody, blah blah blah. But graduation comes around, and we really didn't even speak that day, like, because I ended up unblocking him, of course, like, girl. But we really didn't even speak that day, for real. I don't even know if he know he was blocked. It didn't really matter to me, but whatever. So we didn't really speak that day. I didn't even see him that day either. Yeah, no, I was with my line sisters the whole day. He was with his line brothers, or I mean, I guess he was with his line brothers. I don't know what that means to be doing, but yeah. So that was my last day in Jackson, and I had to finish taking my stuff to storage. Like, I was just spending time with my line sisters that graduated. Really, all my line sisters, because I'm the only one from Chicago. So I was here by myself. Well, we were all gonna be miles apart. Y'all, this is when it got crazy. So mind you, that morning I had missed my first flight because I was so busy trying to hurry up, scramble up, take the last of my stuff to storage. Still with, no, I don't think I was last minute packing. Was I? I don't know. But yeah, I was just really just trying to get the rest of my stuff together. So I missed my first flight. So I'm at the airport, literally going through TSA. Y'all, you, first of all, I already, no. They put the wrong name on my ticket, so I had to go back already, then come up to TSA. So I'm going through TSA, I'm standing in the line, and I look at my phone, and remember the friend that helped me? He had texted me. He was like, hey friend, good morning. And I was like, oh hey, good morning, like what's up? And he was like, do you talk to so-and-so? And I was like, yeah, why? And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, first of all, how do you know that? Because I never told you that. I told you I had a boyfriend, but I didn't tell you who. Just because I'm a private person. I don't like people in my business. I can't even believe I'm telling y'all this story right now because I don't like people in my business. He's like, y'all, friend, if you watch it, you did not have to send me that message like that, for one. Two, let me tell you what the message said. Oh, because he's cheating on you. And I'm just like, excuse me? Like, huh? I'm like, what are you talking about? And you know, he starts telling me the story, basically what happened at night. Look, I had a flight to catch in the morning. I was tired from packing. I was tired from graduation. So I was tired from the night before being out. So I'm like, excuse me, like, what are you talking about? So he's like, actually, I'm gonna go back to the messages so I can read verbatim, so I'm not telling the story wrong, y'all. Okay, so he said he cheated on you. He was like, I caught him in blah blah blah's home last night and they were laid up. Only reason I know is because I got to fighting with him. I'm stressed at this point. I'm going through TSA. The lady's throwing my all my perfumes, lotion, everything away. I'm just like, oh my god. I'm reading this message at the same time and I'm just like, that wasn't even all. My grandma, she was calling me. She's like, how did you miss your flight? What were you doing? My mom texted me the same thing. I'm just like, y'all, I'm not having a good day. He says that he sends me pictures like his bloody hands and blood on his clothes, and I'm just like, my life is a horror movie at this point. I mean, horror, y'all. So I'm like, huh? And he was like, only reason I was there is because the girl is my ex. This story is getting more and more ghetto by the second. And I'm just like, Lord Jesus Christ, how is this happening to me? And he's sending me screenshots of like text messages and how he's supposed to go there. All I could say was, I appreciate it. If he's trying to check on me, I'm like, listen, I can't even talk to you right now. Hold on. So I text my ex and I'm just like, cause mind you, I didn't tell y'all, the girl that people kept mentioning to me, the girl that called him, it was her. So I right there it confirmed it. I was like, yeah. So I text him. I'm like, you know, I hope y'all had a good night. I hope you have a great life. Like, this is it, baby boy. I'm done. Mind you, I'm still going through TSA. The lady still throwing my stuff away. She's like, you know, I have to throw this away and blah blah blah, or you can go back and check your bag. I'm just like, I don't care. I literally told her, I'm like, I don't care, throw it away. Like, I'm over here trying to keep my composure, to not go off on the TSA lady, and to, you know, breathe. So yeah, I sent him that message. Not even a minute later, he starts blowing my phone up. I'm not answering. I'm rejecting. I'm like, no, okay, I lied. I didn't answer. I rejected the first two. He called me again. I said, I'm going to TSA right now, and I hung up. I had called my friend that told me whatever. I'm like, okay, can you tell me everything? And he was like, because I'm like, what really happened? Like, huh? Like, this is crazy. I'm trying to figure out what. Of all the days, God, you, like, come on. I was just like, I was really just trying to figure out what is going on, what is happening to me. Like, why is this my life right now? Because like, my friends had dropped me off at the airport and I was like happy. I'm like, y'all, woohoo, sophomore year is over. Like, at this point I was so ready to go home. I was over the semester. Like, I was fed up. For real. I was tired. I was tired of Jackson State. I was tired of the people. I was tired of the drama. I was tired. He said that they had plans or whatever to link that night. Not really my business. I don't really care. But they had plans to link that night or whatever. And he said he walked in and they was in a bed or whatever. And I'm like, okay. So back to the ex. He's blowing my phone up. And he's just like, here you go assuming stuff. You didn't even ask what happened or if I was okay, blah blah. It's like, I'm like, what? Like, why would I check on you? So I ended up answering. We were on the phone for like 2 minutes. I'm like, look, honestly, I don't even care no more. Like, I'm so over it. Like, I'm just tired. I was sick, done with the BS, for real. And I didn't even graduate, and I was done with the BS. No, I'm done. You're a liar, and I'm done. So left him where he was at. I blocked his number. Starts calling me unknown and stuff. I'm in the airport. I'm like, I just want to listen to my music, and go home. And I ended up calling my mama because I was irritated, and she's like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it right now. Like, I can't. I'm standing in the, what is it called, the gates. I'm standing in the gates trying to not just trying to control my emotions, not to be upset because I'm around 100 people getting on a plane to go home. So I'm texting my friend, you know, I'm talking about it, and I was like, you know, thank you, I really appreciate you telling me. And he was really just trying to make sure I was okay and stuff. I was like, honestly, I don't want to talk about that right now because I'm on a plane trying to go home. Like, it's just not what I want to be thinking about. Like, I was really trying to distract myself from what had happened, because I'm like, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? Flight kept getting delayed. I left Jackson at, what time did I leave? I left at like 12 in the afternoon. I did not get home in Chicago until 1 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, I had a layover, but that layover kept getting delayed. I was like, oh my god, I have the worst, like, I was like, this has to be the worst day of my life. So I'm on the phone with my best friend during my layover delay, and he's just like, are you okay? Like, what happened? What's going on? And I told him what happened or whatever, and he's like, what? Like, couldn't even believe it. He was like, yeah, he was like, you know what, I knew something was too good to be true. And he was like, I knew something was off, I knew something was weird, because it was like the way he was just acting, it wasn't right. Couldn't put my finger on it. So yeah, I'm like talking to my friends and my line sisters. I'm like, not all of my line sisters, but like just a couple of them, and I'm like, y'all, this is crazy. Like, you couldn't believe it. And I told y'all I blocked his number, so he's DMing me on Instagram and stuff, really just like trying to cover his ass. And I'm just like, I don't know who, what, where, why, or how you thought I was gonna be able to believe anything that's coming to your mouth, for one. But it's just like, be for real. Like, come on now. This is not to bash anyone or their stupid choices. Came home and I was just like, I cannot sit, dwell, and be sad about this. I was like, I'm going to make sure I have the best summer of my life. I'm going to focus on me, focus on the things that make me happy, what I like to do. The things that I said I wanted to do, I did it. And you know, I got to a point where I was like, I told myself I'm not going to allow myself to be mad about the situation anymore, because it's like, girl, it happened. Being mad ain't gonna change the fact that it happened, and that's what they did. Like, it really had to lock in and understand for me, like, it is what it is, and that's all it'll ever be. Of course, you know, I was sad. I had my days of sadness, but I had to let it go. And that's why I say, like, now, yeah, I'm over it. It is what it is, and I'm just chilling because I'm grown. I don't have to sit and dwell and cry and wish things were different than what they were. I mean, obviously, like I said, everybody has that period, and that's okay too. Really go through those emotions and feel it, but baby, you have to learn to let it go. Recently, I had read the book, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, I believe. And it was really good. And it spoke on not taking things personal, not making assumptions, and really learning and understanding how to let things go. Once you let stuff go, your life is going to be so much happier, so much better, because hey, okay, it happened. What I'm gonna do about it now? So that's really what, like, really turned on that mode in my brain. It was like, girl, people gonna do what they want to do. You can't control them. You can't stop it from happening. That's just life. That's just how it goes. But you also have to be appreciative of the people who treat you the right way, people who actually appreciate you and give you your flowers while you're here, and not rather, you know, later when after they mess up. Focus on keeping genuine connections. So, you know, ain't no shade or whatever. Like I said, I let it go, and I have to return on campus and be around these people. So it's like, what I'm gonna be hateful and resentful for the rest of my life, not even the rest of my life, but like, that's going to make these years that are supposed to be the best years of my life so terrible if I focus on them too. Like, I don't care about y'all go to hell for all I care. Like, that's just that. Yeah, I mean, I even reached out to the girl and I really asked her to like truthfully tell me what it was herself, and you know, she let me know. And because, you know, he kept lying about it. He was trying to switch the story around to make it seem like just more lies, more bullshit, y'all. I'm just like, boy, no. Like, trust your gut. That's another thing that I learned. Trust your gut, because that intuition is not going to lie to you. I told y'all, the second it happened, I felt it. I'm like, he's doing something. And lo and behold, the universe kept showing stuff, kept revealing it, and I'm just like, thing that Don Miguel Ruiz talked about in the 4 agreements is forgiveness. That's a big part of letting things go and not taking things personal, because he was also saying that, like, the way that people treat you is not actually how they're treating you, it's how they treat themselves. You can forgive people for the things that they do, but let me tell you something, do not ever forget it, because if you do, that's just how you allow yourself to be in a toxic circle that just keeps going and going and going. And personally, I don't do the toxic stuff. Like, some people think that's fun, some people think it's cute. Not me. And I would rather live my life in peace. Like, there's so many options out here for you to be happy. Like, girl, let that man go. I'm still healing from it, because obviously feelings don't just go away in 2 days. You are entitled to feel however you feel. You just have to let yourself get over it. Like, let yourself heal. That's another thing. That whole acting crazy, messing his car, messing his clothes up, it don't do nothing for you. Like, you're wasting all this energy that you could be using, pouring back into yourself. You're using it on, hold on, I can blend this out. You're using it on him, and that's not beneficial for you at all. Like, make yourself happy, make yourself laugh, buy yourself flowers, take yourself out on dates, go out with your friends. Like, and that's what I'm saying, like, this summer I've really been doing it. Like, I ain't been focused on none of that. I've been responsible for my happiness this summer, and I told y'all that in my video. It's just, I'm going in depth with it. I'm telling y'all my business. So yeah, you know, you gotta be able to make yourself happy, girl. That was the story. Like I said, it was really crazy, because like, you got in a whole fight over another girl, and then wanted to get mad. Well, not even mad, but you crying and stuff, leaving voicemails because I'm not answering the phone. I told him, call her. Like, why are you calling me? Y'all have to understand, for you out there, slow progress is still progress. Like, don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. And I think it was easier for me because I knew in my mind. I knew. Not even in my mind, because I didn't want to believe it. In my spirit, I felt it. I mean, people have their own point of views and different perspectives, or whatever they want to call it, their own narratives. I mean, honestly, I mean, obviously, I'm going to tell the truth, because I'm not a freaking liar. Like, y'all, if I was really out here doing something, doing my own thing, I will tell y'all that because it's over with now. I'm single. Single. Okay, y'all, this is the finished face, finished look. It's actually kind of cute. Like I said, I don't really wear a red lip, but it's cute. It's giving. So this is the, you know, the last thing I'm gonna say before ending this video. Number one, ladies, heal. Let it go. A lot of the times we go into our next relationship with, you know, the same mindset, with the mindset that the same thing's gonna happen again, and I just have to let you know, like, that's not productive. Like, you're not gonna do anything but end up hurting yourself. Like, you really just have to be content and chill with letting it go. Now, like I said, go through your emotions. You have to feel it, and healing is not a one-way street. It never is. It's never going to be, and it's not something that's easy to do either. But you really just have to allow yourself to be comfortable with letting it go and accepting the fact that, okay, you know, this happened to me. I'm not gonna take it personal, because, you know, you have to be comfortable and confident with the person that you are. Like, girl, if you know you that girl, something like this, it's not even gonna bother you. Like, you were sad, girl, it's normal to be sad, but don't dwell on it forever. Let it go, and don't let it ruin your life either. Like, girls out here be going crazy over these boys out here, and it's like, girl, you know how many men it is out here? You know how many options it is? Like, and it's not even just about the options, like, because everybody got options, but like, come on now, love yourself. If you love yourself so much, to a certain extent, like, somebody else loving you ain't even gonna matter. Like, okay, yeah, you're here and I like it, but you don't have to be here. That's what I got for y'all today. I hope y'all like this space. If this wasn't detailed enough, let me know, because then I can do like a real for real I'm just gonna sit down, do my makeup routine, and like go through step by step my makeup routine. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And girl, heal and let that man go, period.